Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Pueblo City-County Library District, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Robert Hoag Rawlings Library for the 21st Annual Outstanding Women's Awards. My name is Midori Clark, and I have the distinct honor of being the Director of Community Relations for the district. I'd like to recognize from our Library Board of Trustees, Jim Stewart, and also from our Friends of the Library Board of Directors, Doris Kester, Kathy Knox, Lois Post, Mary Simmons, Annette Warfield, Sherry Wingo, and Jody Wodashek. Also with us today is the library's Executive Director, John Walker. The theme for this year's awards is Service in Bloom. And as we head into spring and start to see Pueblo blossom, I hope that you'll be reminded of this day and the tremendous contributions of the women who are being honored here. We're even honoring a wonderful young lady who is the winner of our Pueblo Girl Essay Contest. In 700 words or less, girls in 4th and 5th grade were asked to write an essay about the woman they want to be and what they will do to become that woman. This year's winner selected her very own American Girl doll, Marie Grace, and this year's runners-up are receiving American Girl books. A very big thank you to this year's sponsors of the Pueblo Girl Essay Contest, who are the American Association for University Women, Delta Kappa Gamma Society International, Beta Chapter, Junior League of Pueblo, Pueblo City Schools, and the Pueblo League of Women Voters. Please give them all a great round of applause. And we were so excited this year to see that we had 122 entries in this essay contest, which is an 85% increase over last year. All of these entries were judged by the very wonderful Doris Kester, and it's my pleasure at this time to invite her up to the podium to present this year's Pueblo Girl with her prize.
Anna, would you please come up? This is Anna Montalbano, and she wants to be a teacher like her mother. And you have a copy of her essay in your book. I have judged this contest every year that it's happened except 2 years, and those were the 2 years that my granddaughter was in 4th and 5th grade, so I didn't think I should do it then. There are a couple of things I look for when I judge these essays. One is that the young person who has written this essay really knows what she wants to be when she grows up. Anna has no doubts about what she wants to be. She wants to be a teacher like her mother. And she knows exactly what she has to do to get there. Congratulations, Anna. Your essay was very well done, and I hope your dream comes true.
I'd like to thank all the sponsors, and congratulations to the runner-ups.
Isn't that just awesome? What a great way to start our awards ceremony today. Now on to the main reason that we're gathering today. This, of course, is the Outstanding Women's Awards Luncheon. I really want to thank you for being here today to honor these women who make such a big difference in our lives and in the lives of everybody in the Pueblo community. I'm pleased to announce that this is the largest gathering that we've ever had for this event, with 184 attendees. We also have one more record-breaking number, and that is 24, which is the number of women who are being honored this year. Our distant second year was last year with 20 honorees, so we're very excited to have so many women to honor this year. So without further ado, we'd like to go ahead and kick things off with the very wonderful Mrs. Alice Birch, whose award will be presented by Gary Trujillo, and she is being honored today by the Pueblo Urban Renewal Authority.
The Urban Renewal Authority is proud, very proud to nominate Alice Birch. Alice Birch, past president of the Pueblo Chamber, the Petco Foundation, the Urban Renewal Authority. And Alice, that speaks to Alice's leadership qualities, that all of the organizations think that she's a great, dynamic person and leader. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Urban Renewal, for nominating me. Congratulations to all the other award recipients. Thank you.
Our next honoree today is Amy Bissell. She is being honored by the Girl Scouts of Pueblo, and the presenters are Leslie Perkins and Lisa Sanchez.
Girl Scouts of Colorado is very honored to nominate Miss Amy Bissell for this award due to her lifetime of commitment to Girl Scouting, both as a girl and an adult. And she is the one responsible for 100th anniversary display on this floor. So on your way out, please stop by and check out our display. Thank you.
Our next award recipient today is Jane Carlson. She is nominated by the Pueblo Friends of the Library, and Kathy Knox will be presenting her award.
Jane Carlson's career has been extensive and varied, from working with Army colonels to being a part-time clerk at the Land Branch Library. She's now the library director's very astute executive assistant. More than any other person, Jane holds the library's memory in her head by taking many meeting notes the old, reliable, fashioned way with shorthand, and by keeping the necessary library documents in impeccable order. Beyond all of this, Jane generously offers her competent and gracious assistance to make the library the best possible place, and this help extends to the Friends of the Library. Jane is truly a friend of the friend.
Our next award winner today is Linda Combrink Pitts. She is being honored by Delta Kappa Gamma Society International Beta Chapter, and her presenter today is Rosie Bonin.
Linda Combrick Pitts grew up in a small farming community near Tonkawa, Oklahoma, which means we stay together. She did her secondary education at Oklahoma Junior College in Tonkawa and Oklahoma Baptist University, moved to Pueblo in 1963, where she taught elementary education at Hinsdale, Hyde Park, Beulah Heights, Belmont, and 21 years in McClellan, where she retired in 2010. Linda married Ed Pitts in 1964 and have a son and a daughter living in Denver and 3 grandsons. Her community activities include volunteer work at the Care Pregnancy Center, member of First Southern Baptist Church, where she teaches an adult Sunday school class, a children's Wednesday night class, is church organist, serves on the board for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, became a member of Delta Kappa Gamma in 1999, served as projects chairman, and was recently installed as chapter project for next year, and has donated 21 gallons of blood to the blood bank. Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you. It's an honor to be included among these women.
Okay, our next award recipient today is Kathleen Kroschel. She is nominated by Pueblo County Domestic Violence Task Force, and her award is being presented by Lois Adams.
Ruth Nuremberg will also help me give this award to Kathleen. Kathleen Hearn Kroschel was appointed county court judge in Pueblo in December of 1995, and Kathleen has been one of the longest tenured judges in the 10th Judicial District. When she retired in June of this year, to spend more time with her grandchildren. Kathleen also envisioned, created, and breathed life into the Ghost Walk of Pueblo, which is the retelling of Pueblo's history by actors and actresses. The proceeds from the Ghost Walk go to benefit the sponsors, which are the Pueblo Community Domestic Violence Task Force and the YWCA. Thanks, Kathleen.
Thank you. And it's good to have to keep this short. My shy side says thank you for that, too.
And great job, everybody. Our next honoree today is Dr. Kathy De Niro. She is being honored by Pueblo City Schools, and her presenters today are Dr. Maggie Lopez and Phyllis Sanchez.
It's an honor to be here to recognize Dr. De Niro. Excuse my nasally voice. I'm kind of in the middle of a cold. But Dr. De Niro is currently the Vice President of the Pueblo City Schools Board of Education, and she served as a member of the board since 2007, giving so much of her personal time to public education. She has been an active part of the poverty reduction efforts of the Pueblo 2010 Commission, and she has also faithfully served the children of Pueblo through her commitment to and concern for quality education for all children over 27 years as a teacher, administrator, and now as an officer of the board. And it is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Kathy De Niro.
Our next winner today is Michelle Delorier. She is being honored by the Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Pueblo, and she will be presented her award by Joe Mahoney.
For Michelle, for her work at St. Mary Corwin for a Healthy Bessemer, for work on the Board of Catholic Charities and with Step Up, and also for her wisdom and grace on a daily basis. Thank you very much.
Our next winner today is Rosemary Fiore. Flory? Sorry about that, Deb. Her award is being presented by Deb Darrow, and she's being honored by the Rosemount Museum.
Rosemount Museum has nominated Rosemary Flory as our outstanding woman honoree this year. Rosemary volunteers as both a docent and as a gift shop worker and has with the museum for over 14 years. Rosemary also serves as the treasurer for our docent group, being responsible for their dues, their income, and all their expenses. And she has displayed an amazing dedication to the organization and a great passion to the mansion and to the Thatcher family legacy. And we are very honored and privileged that Rosemary chose to spend her free time at Rosemount.
Our next winner today is Cynthia Hinkle Taylor. She is being honored by Colorado State University Pueblo, the Women's Studies Program. And Jane Frazier will be presenting her award.
Dr. Cynthia Taylor is an accomplished teacher and researcher in the Department of English at CSU Pueblo, specializing in literature by women writers and literature about the Western landscape. Dr. Taylor is the author of 22 reviews of books related to women, Hispanic, and Native American writers. She is an important mentor to students majoring in English, working especially closely with students intending to pursue graduate studies. Congratulations, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Our next honoree today is Jan Lewis. She is being honored by the Raymond T. Wade Jr. family. And is Raymond or Sharon here to present? They're both here. Wonderful. Step right up.
Can you hear me? 3 million sentences couldn't thank you, Jan. And since you all have the bio, I'll just make a personal observation, something that Shakespeare said, "Oh, the sweetness of adversity, ugly and venomous like the toad, yet wears a precious jewel in its head." My precious jewel.
Thank you.
Perfect. Shakespeare at the library. We love that. And if you'd like to research more, we do have Shakespeare in our collection downstairs. Got to get a plug in for the library. Our next honoree today is Mrs. Karen Lilly. She is being honored by Pueblo Diversified Industries, and Doris Kester is here to present her award.
I am so pleased to recognize Karen Lilly for her many, many accomplishments, but this lady has a heart of gold. She has 300 people consumers at PDI. She knows every one of them by name. She knows their family situation. She knows all about them. Even though she runs a very large business, her first priority is always the consumers. And they all love her, and she loves all of them. Congratulations, Karen.
Our next winner today is the very wonderful Liz Marco. She's being honored by the Junior League of Pueblo, and her award will be presented by Lindsay Paycheck.
The Junior League of Pueblo has nominated Liz Marco as our Outstanding Woman of the Year because she has secured over $15,000 in grants for our leadership, Kids in the Kitchen program, and training. She has been one of our strongest, most dependable, and involved members, serving 5 years on the board, including 1 year as president. And not only is Liz involved in the Junior League of Pueblo, she spends her time volunteering for the Posada Blessing Store, YWCA, Alzheimer's Association, all while continuing her day job of over 17 years. I'm honored to call Liz one of my best friends and mentor in the Junior League.
Our next winner today is Paula Martino Darrington Belden. She is being honored by Angela Parr, who will also be presenting the award.
On behalf of the hundreds of people that Paula has mentored over the years, it's my pleasure to recognize her as an outstanding woman. Her leadership and expertise in physician, practice management, and medical billing has resulted in numerous awards, which you can see in her program. And well before it was recognized as a business practice, she allowed employees to work flex time to take care of sick or special needs family members. On behalf of myself and everyone else you've helped, it's a pleasure to present. And Paula has laryngitis, so all she can say is thank you.
Are you starting to feel warm and fuzzy yet? Isn't this just awesome? Our next honoree today is Estherine Mativi. She is being honored by Delta Kappa Gamma Society International Beta Chapter, and Rosie Bonin will be presenting her award.
Estherina Nikolai Mativi was born in Ludlow, Colorado, attended grades 1 through 8 in a one-room school in Ludlow, attended Trinidad High School, post-secondary education at Trinidad State College, Adams State College, and Southern Colorado State College, and taught school at, and I hope I pronounce this right, the Lagua in Colorado, and 25 years at Minnequaw Elementary School, where she retired as a Title I reading teacher. Esther married Steve Mativi in September 1950 and have 3 children and 3 grandchildren. She has been a member of PEA, CEA, NEA, Rosemont Museum Auxiliary, Our Lady of the Meadows Church, and Beta Chapter of Delta Kappa Gamma Society International for 39 years, where she has served as Secretary and World Fellowship Chairman. Congratulations, Esther.
Thank you, Delta Kappa Gamma and my family. Thank you.
Our next winner today is Victoria Miller from the Bessemer Historical Society, and she is going to be presented by Julie Rodriguez.
The Bessemer Historical Society nominated Victoria Miller because she's been a museum professional for the last 20 years, and she's shown a lifelong commitment to her work as she aspired to become a curator at the age of 15. Her dedication to preserving Pueblo's industrial history is shown in many facets of her work, including designing new exhibits, developing education programs, and conducting outreach to the community. She is an expert in Pueblo's regional history and understands the great importance of preserving the industrial history of the mill, mines, and the stories of the workers and their families for generations to come.
Our next winner today is Mrs. Inga Oshley. She is being honored by the Pueblo Symphony Friends, And Patty will be presenting her.
Good afternoon. Come on over here, darling. Those of us who know and admire Inga Oshley are grateful for this opportunity to introduce Inga, and we're so glad for the Women's History Week and the outstanding for this outstanding award, and it gives us the opportunity to honor Inga, her today, for her conscientious and continuous effort and commitment to benefit the Pueblo Symphony with our Pueblo Symphony friends. Thank you, Inga, for all that you are and all that you do.
Our next award goes to a lady I know pretty well, Lois Post. She's being honored today by the Pueblo Friends of the Library, and Mary Simmons will present her award.
The Friends of the Library Board is proud to nominate Lois Post as one of our outstanding women. Lois stepped up as the volunteer interim manager at our Books Again bookstore last year, a key position which she continues to hold down. Lois completed a term on the Friends Board in 2009, but then she agreed to come back for yet another term in 2010, where she chairs 2 significant committees. And Lois directly supports our library by volunteering every Tuesday at the Barkman branch. Thank you, Lois.
Our next honoree today is Sylvia R. Proud. She is being honored by the Pueblo City-County Health Department, and here to present her award are Sarah Joseph and Dr. Chris Nevenwoods.
Thank you so much, Midori. We are proud to share this moment with Sylvia. She has been the Deputy Director of the Pueblo City-County Health Department since 2006, where she oversees day-to-day operations.
Sylvia is an ultimate professional, and we work hand in hand in the administration of the health department. And of all the many things she has done, one of the most impressive is that she was the project manager for the construction of our new building, and following the guidelines of leadership in energy and environmental design, which is LEED, and making a green building. And what a fantastic job she did.
Sylvia's services to Pueblo is highlighted as she gives her time to agencies such as the Parkview Medical Center Audit Committee. She also represents Pueblo on the Colorado Association of Local Public Health Associations, and she also is on the Pueblo Packard Foundation's Advisory Board. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
Our next winner today is Joan Robb. Her award comes from the Rosemont Museum Auxiliary, and it will be presented by Linda Rank.
Rosemont Museum Auxiliary is really fortunate to have Joan as one of our members. She has been a longtime member and involved in many of our projects. But her greatest achievement as our member, she has since 1998 been the treasurer for Stomp On. Hope a lot of you know what that is. But it is our major fundraiser. So we are proud to have had her all these years. Joan is also active in many community and church activities. We are very proud to have Joan as our honoree.
Our next honoree will be honored by the Pueblo City-County Library District. And for those of you who don't know, the library always honors somebody who has passed, somebody from our history in our region. And it's very unusual to have a family member able to come to accept the honors on behalf of the deceased woman. But I would like to introduce at this time Charlene Garcia-Sims, who's our special collections librarian, to tell us a little bit more about Eloisa Sanchez.
It's Eloisa. And as Midori said, we usually honor someone that has passed away, and that is historically important. Eloisa Sanchez's great-grandfather was Marcelino Baca, who was a trapper in the 1840s. And his daughter, Elena Baca, was very important in the history of Pueblo also. So this is a very long history. Eloisa married an Ottobee, and at the time it was Ottobees. And so she is part of that family who has been here for a very long time. I interviewed Eloisa in 1994, and she told me that She learned reading, writing, and English by listening to her teacher. And so I think she must have taught that to all her children and grandchildren that have been business owners. This is her daughter, Grace Rodriguez, who has a doctorate in pharmacology and in education, I'm sorry, but her granddaughter has a degree in pharmacology, a doctorate, and her other grandson has a degree in management, a doctorate, and her other grandson, who's here today, has a degree in engineering. I also am pleased to say that Janae Sanchez works for us at the library, and she has majored in history, which is really good for us. Thank you very much.
Our next award winner today is Frances Terrazas Alexander. She is being honored today by the Pueblo Friends of the Library, and here to present her award is Mr. Jim Stewart.
It's my great honor and pleasure to introduce Frances Terrazas Alexander. She's led a life of devotion to serving her community. Her commitment to Pueblo was evident during her 9 years serving on the Pueblo City-County Library District Board of Trustees. During her tenure, she helped navigate the library board through numerous policy issues and helped institute many positive changes to the public library at a time we were making a big transition, and she did a great job. And what you see here today is in thanks in good part to her. Thank you so much.
Our next award winner today, also being honored by the Pueblo Friends of the Library, is Mrs. Annette Warfield, another lady I know pretty well. Her award is being presented today by Judy Wodashek.
As an educator, teacher, and media specialist for 32 years, Annette has touched the lives of many of the youth of Pueblo. Her organizational and leadership skills have continued to serve Pueblo youth through her 2.5-year tenure as president of the Friends of the Library. On a personal level, Annette has blessed the lives of many, and it is a joy and privilege to be her friend.
Our next award winner is being honored by St. Mary Corwin Medical Center Volunteer Services Department. She is Helen T. Wiley, and her award will be presented by Holly Jo Butt.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here to be the one that gets to reward and award Helen this. It's difficult to choose every year from our family of volunteers, but this year was an easy selection for us. It's such a blessing to have her there on a Monday morning, a breath of fresh air. So every Monday morning I'm greeted by Helen Wiley, and what could be better than that? Helen is blessed with the gift of, she has a voice of an angel, but she also has the lungs that can wake up the back pew. So, and trust me, she probably uses that as PTO president as well. Helen's contributions to the hospital are not all that she does. She's instrumental in Black History Month. She's a member of NAACP. She is the president of the PTO currently and serves as a director on her choir at her church. And we are so happy to be able to honor her as part of our family.
And I'm a witness for your singing ability. Helen has actually sang at this event before, and she did a wonderful job. Our next winner is Sandra Young. She is being honored today by the Optimist Club of Pueblo, and Shannon Richter will be presenting the award.
Last but not least, we saved the best for last. Sandra's been active in the Pueblo Association of Realtors, serving as the board president twice, the district vice president once. She's also been recognized by her peers as Realtor of the Year, Volunteer of the Year, Exchanger of the Year, and has served on various real estate committees. And most of all, Sandra is very passionate about children and animals. Therefore, she's an active member of the Optimist Club of Pueblo, as well as an advocate member for the Pueblo Animal Welfare Society for 15 years.
I just want to thank everybody again for attending. I don't know how we did it, but it's less than an hour. I really want to thank Victoria's Catering for providing the luncheon today. I think they did a wonderful job. I also want to give a big thank you to our community relations staff. Today we have Dave Hartkop on the video cameras over here. And we also had Nick Potter checking everybody in. Is he in the room? Is he out there? You can clap for him anyway. And the woman who really put her heart and soul into every little detail of planning this event today, please give a very warm round of applause for Mrs. Susan Wolf. Let's give everybody one more round of applause.